Clustered experiences are about businesses working together to offer more, clustering around a theme or destination, giving the visitor more to do, more to spend their money on, and more reason to return. On the Causeway Coast, this is happening thanks to the energy and commitment of a group of individuals who are collaborating to provide a more memorable experience for visitors.
Whenever I looked at my business and how I was wanting to grow the business, I had a couple of things working against me. One was budget. I didn't have a huge budget to go out and do a mass marketing campaign. And the other one was, well, people really. It was just me. So I had to think, what is the most practical way of me growing my business as quickly as possible in as strong a way as possible? So I started to look at building relationships with other businesses in the area. I started by going to accommodation providers, bars, restaurants and other activity providers, and we all agreed that we would start sending customers to each other, but it didn't really happen. Everyone liked the theory of it, but in practice it didn't happen. So I thought I really needed to try and grab the bull by the horns a wee bit, and at the end of my surfing lessons I would say to my customers, so what else are you doing while you're here? Did you know that you can go scuba diving, that you can go on a boat trip, that you could do a photography course? There's so much to do around here. Where are you staying? Why don't you go and stay at the hostel? Why don't you stay at the Ramada? Why don't you stay at one of our great B&Bs? And then when these businesses started seeing that my customers were actually being sent to them, they reciprocated and they sent their customers back to me. It's basically gone from an informal to a formal approach. For example, the Ramada Hotel, we do accommodation and surfing packages. We do a brilliant surf and stay package with the Portrush holiday hostel. And then we've arranged really good relationships with the likes of the Quays bar. We meet and everybody gets to stand up for 2 minutes and introduce themselves to everybody else in the room. And it was just been an absolutely brilliant way of getting to know all the different businesses in the area, putting faces to voices or to names that you may have heard of in the past, and just trying to really start working together on a much bigger level.
Being part of a network like this means that you can call somebody and they already know who you are, even if they haven't met you. I've called it B&B recently, and immediately she knew who I was and she wanted to talk and she invited me up. I mean, I hadn't even got started my spiel yet, but she was inviting me up. It was really quite good, so being part of that network really helps.
From the Portrush Holiday Hostel recommending their visitors to do something, they've got an extra night accommodation out of it. So if those people come here, they plan to do something extra, they stay another night. So I gain financially, he gains financially, and the customer's happy, and hopefully then they come back again as well.
Working as a network with local businesses will keep our customers here for longer. The longer they spend in Portrush, the more money they spend in Portrush, and the better it benefits everybody all round.
This is what all the businesses need to do, is get together. We're not really competition towards each other, we're helping each other rather than competing against each other.
There are so many benefits from working like this. The first one is the obvious one. If you do it properly, your business revenue will increase, and that's really what everybody's trying to get at the end of the day. It is increasing partly because your customer satisfaction is so high. Whenever a customer comes to Portrush, the same way if you go on holiday to Tenerife or wherever it might be, you don't want to come and just do one thing. You want to be able to come and feel that you are experiencing everything that there is to offer in that area. So if we're able to come together as a community and start saying to our visitors, you're going to come and you're going to have your pint of Guinness by the log fire, but you're also going to go surfing, and you're also going to go on a boat trip, and all these sorts of things, you're making that visitor experience so much better. And that is what I feel we have lacked, that other countries do so well, and we need to try and start following in their footsteps. It's something you have to do yourself. I mean, I suppose the incentive is that you want to make more money and you have your business grow, but sometimes you can't really just wait for everyone else to do things around you, and you've got to go and do it yourself.